Good morning. How you all doing? You hear the brook. Such a beautiful spot this for me to come and sit by, to contemplate. For those of you who haven't been here before, I'm Sarah, shamanic guide, way shower. We're all just walking each other home. Yesterday I put out a short video about my intention to do a short pilgrimage ritual, if you like, to honour the equinox time. This balance part of the year where the days are the same length as the nights, and to just honour that. And today I just thought I'd go a little bit deeper into a longer pilgrimage, which I find really beneficial. So yesterday I was sitting in my garden. Today I'm down by the brook, which is a little bit of a walk for me. It's probably not quite long enough to be considered a pilgrimage. So a pilgrimage, you would need, it's not meant to be easy. A pilgrimage is not meant to be easy, you know, following the old traditions of pilgrimage routes, like Santiago de Compostela or any of the British pilgrimages. They were a long walk. Now, I don't suggest for 1 minute that, well, you obviously you can, you can do a long walk if you want, but this is meant to be on a daily basis. So I would suggest that a 20-minute walk, a 15 to 20-minute walk is probably about right. It's to take you out of your comfort zone. It's to take you into that place of commitment. And it's a commitment to you, and it's a commitment to the universe, and it's a commitment to Great Spirit, and a commitment to nature. So it's not meant to be easy. So one has to put a little bit of time aside every day. And it should be the same time every day, so that you, over a period of 2 weeks, will notice the difference in how nature responds, not only to you, but to everything around itself as well. And my practice is to honour the medicine wheel, or the Celtic wheel of the year, which is setting out. The medicine wheel is set on a hoop, on a circle, and it honours the different directions of the compass, so east, south, west, and north. And obviously the Celtic Wheel of the Year does the same thing. And there are festivals around this time, and this is a template for our growth, our lives, really. And how we work within the medicine wheel can be of huge benefit to the way our lives are played out. So on a longer pilgrimage, I would first find somewhere like this, which is ideal. So I'm by water, so there's a lot of wildlife, a lot of birds come down here. The water itself changes on a daily basis depending on the rainfall or lack of it. So the environment is very obviously changing, and if you're new to this, I think there's a big aeroplane doing. It's always something that comes into my vision. Oh, goodness. We're on the flight path up to Valley RAF base, and we get a lot of jets and big aircraft carriers going over. Anyway, hope you can hear me. So, yeah, to choose somewhere where the environment is obviously changing for you, and it's easy to see how it is changing, and how we interpret that, and how we fit into nature. And, you know, we are nature, we are a part of nature. Humans have this tendency to think that we're better than the rest of nature, and that we're not really a part of it. And if you live in a city, then I can understand that. But you still have parks in cities, or green areas that you can go to. So I would firstly, on the first day that I come, I would find a nice place to sit. And I would set up a medicine wheel, and that can just be 4 stones put in the directions. If you don't know where your east, south, west and north are, perhaps you'd bring a compass with you to just verify that. And place a nice stone in each, nice big stone in each of the directions. And then, if you feel so inclined, you can fill in the gaps with smaller stones. You can lay flowers on it on a daily basis. You can bring it offerings. You can raise the energy with a pendulum. You can do all manner of things. But it sets up this space as a sacred space, as a special place to come and just be with nature. And it's very powerful. And if you wanted to know more about medicine wheel teachings, I do offer time on a one-to-one basis with people if they wanted to know more about the medicine wheel. But set that aside for the moment. You can just set up a small one by putting some stones in a circle on the directions. And that when you come every day, you then honour those directions and say good morning to them and welcome in the powers of each direction. And then I would sit, as I said yesterday, I would sit and drum if drumming's your thing, or just taking in nature, giving thanks to each of the directions. East is the new beginnings, south with its fire energy is creativity and growth, and west being water and our ancestors, and the north being the liminal space of the great mystery and ascended masters and angelic realms and the like. And to just honor those directions before we start. So you're setting up this sacred space, and then to just sit and listen to the sound of the water, to the bird song. The different birds come every day. Do some come regularly and get used to you being there? So little robins are always so inquisitive that they like to see what you're doing and what it's all about. And then you'll find that they get closer and closer to you as they get more used to you. And just noticing how nature changes on a daily basis, noticing how we change in our perception of nature on a daily basis. And often, we have really profound insights on doing this every day for 2 weeks. It's quite an extraordinary and empowering thing to do. And it takes a little bit of effort because, not everybody's lives are easy. Not everybody can fit in, a 15-20 minute walk and then a 15-20 minute sitting time. So you really have to allow a good hour or an hour and a half to do this properly. But it's so worth it. It is so worth it. And then once you've finished, I normally give thanks to nature, to the directions before I go on my way. And it's just being in a place in silence, that we're really honouring ourselves as well, that we're allowing ourselves to get out of that rat race and allowing nature to do its bit to heal us. I was listening to Zach Bush the other day about how, the importance of being in nature. I mean, I've known that for a long time. It comes very naturally to me. But he was talking about studies that have been done on bird song. And it has been studied and theorized that bird song actually opens the stomata on trees, the pores on the trunks of the trees, which allows it to take in more nutrients, more water, more light. Well, maybe not light, because the leaves do that through photosynthesis, but it's a stress releasing thing for the trees, for the bird song, to vibrationally open up the pores on the trees to allow more nutrients in. And I just thought that was just such an amazing piece of science, if you like, that they can actually show this scientifically. And if it's doing that to the trees, then it's certainly doing something to us. I mean, you probably notice how much more relaxed you feel when you've been out on a beautiful walk or sat by the water's edge for a little while. So I invite you to try this for yourself. If you can find the time, whether it's at the beginning of the day, the middle of the day, the evening, it's really beneficial to set aside 2 weeks to stick to it regardless. So you need to choose a time that obviously you can set aside for this, and to just see what it brings up for you. It's really special. So I leave you with a little bit of robin song. I've noticed a lot around at the moment. They're obviously mapping out their territory, and then over the winter they'll be encouraging the females to come and join them, and then in the spring obviously they'll set up nest and raise their own young. So for now, have a very beautiful day, taking in this beautiful sunshine that we have, and I'll see you again shortly. Ciao for now.